Good morning. Hello. How is everyone doing? So today's the day after Christmas. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all day, enjoyed your family. If you didn't have family, be thankful you're alive. I'm just saying, be thankful. So my Christmas went pretty well. It was rocky for me to thought of Christmas. Not so much of the day. It ain't that big of a deal. So for people out here in the world that sit back and like, I don't believe in Christmas and stuff, it's not that big of a deal. Just let you know, enjoy yourself, okay? And I'm about to explain why. So how my Christmas went? It went really good. As I told y'all before, my oldest two don't live with me due to some people in this world. However, they was able to be with me for Christmas. They're asleep right now. So I was like, let me take the time to come and say something to y'all. So because of my situation, unfortunately, I didn't have the money to buy my kids gifts. Nope, I didn't. I didn't have the money to buy them nothing. I was very blessed. Toys for Tots, they have a thing. So for people next year, if you don't know about it, Toys for Tots, Salvation Army normally have where you can get a gift. You put your child name down. The child has to be like, they go up to, I think, age 12. So I did Toys for Tots this year. I did it last year for my youngest. So I did it again this year due to my circumstances. So at the time, I thought he was only going to get one gift because that's what they said on the paperwork, one gift. And I was going to be happy with that. But at the same time, he's 7. So, you got to explain it to a 7-year-old. However, we was blessed. He had a bunch of little gifts. And it was so crazy. None of these gifts was on his list. But he was excited. He was so excited. And his dad did get him a Power Wheel, which he was excited about as well. It was a white Jeep, like Mercedes-Benz Jeep type style. And he was excited. Even my older 2 kids was excited for him. So that was amazing. All right, so for my other 2, for my daughter, they did get one gift from me each, but kind of sort of not from me. But I explained to them the situation. So for my daughter, my mother actually had bought a little purse that she was going to return. And so at the time, she decided she wasn't going to return it. She was going to give it away to somebody. So I was like, let me get it. So I held on to it for a couple months. I gave my daughter that. And then my son, in the Toys for Tot thing bag, they had a football and a basketball. So my youngest one, he's not into that just yet. So I was like, great, I can give that to my son. So we actually took the football out. I went and played football with my son the day before. So we was throwing the football back and forth, which was very fun. So what happens with my son, he's very quiet. He's to himself. Now, when he around his friends and stuff, he laugh, he jokes and everything. But a lot of times he kind of to himself. And so when we play football or whatever games or whatever, that's when I start asking questions. Because his mind ain't focused on, he's so focused throwing the ball, he ain't paying attention that I'm really asking questions about stuff. So I was asking him questions about things he like and don't like and stuff like that. So we threw the ball back and forth. And then even with my youngest, that was the day before Christmas. So on Christmas, I gave my son the basketball. Technically, all he wanted was a battery charger for his Xbox controller. That's all he wanted. But it's so crazy. Like, he keeps this, subtle face. But when I gave him a basketball, he was like, oh, snap. He's like, I really wanted one. He was like, because he needed one because he liked to play basketball. So the crazy thing is how I had explained this scenario to the kids. So I waited till they woke up, and I didn't, throw it in their face and stuff. And like my youngest one, I told him to actually wait till later on in the afternoon to open his gifts because I didn't want him to open his stuff until I had a conversation with them. So I explained to him the situation that was going on, not in depth, but just told him right now I'm not able to, but I'm doing everything to make sure I can do for them. My daughter cried, and it touched me a lot, and I already knew it. And for us to have gone through so much, they deserve it. Like, my kids are so thankful. Like, she shedded tears. Don't get me wrong, my daughter shedded tears. But she didn't get mad or nothing. Like, she didn't catch an attitude with me or nothing. She had her little moment. I let her walk to herself. I told her, right now, some things going on. I just can't explain it to you. I can explain it, but certain things you're not going to understand right now. I told her, I said, we've been down this road plenty of times where I didn't have. And when I tell you I'm going to do something, I do it. Anytime I promise you something, I come through. And I think she held on to that. Now, this is not the first time that they ever received one item for Christmas. When they was like 3 or 4, same thing. I was only able to buy my daughter a shirt. I think it was like a princess shirt, or it had SpongeBob on it. And I brought my son some Crocs. But it was just as happy then as it was happy yesterday. But yeah, so she kind of shedded tears or whatever. She sat down to herself. And before I know it, she was laughing her butt off the rest of the day. Like, it didn't faze her. My son, same. I told him a little bit what was going on. And he just like, okay. I'm thankful that my youngest, his grandmother actually has sent a couple of dollars to them. Actually, she sent $10 to me, but I took the $10 that she sent for me and split it up between the oldest 2 so they could have a little more. And then my mother, she ended up gave them like $10. And they was just as happy. I was happy. They was happy. I was happy. My kids, my daughter and my youngest, they beat me up in a playful way. We was playing around. Took my son out to play with his little go-kart or power wheel, however you want to call it. And hopefully today, me and my oldest, we can go play basketball later on today. So that's what we did. Okay, we actually enjoyed ourselves. We had a great time. Very thankful. Just to let y'all know, I did tell them who I was like a year or so ago. But, you know, that's kind of hard to go over a child head. So I don't bring it up. I don't talk about it. So the stuff I'm telling y'all, they don't know nothing about it. And I keep it that way because they're kids. They're kids. And I'm not about to pressure them. As long as they do what's right in the world, that's fine by me. But anyway, so that's how it was. We had a great time. Very thankful. I'm very blessed. They're very blessed. And I'm thankful for the babies I have because they literally did not complain, not once. Not once. And they knew the situation and they didn't complain, not once. So I'm very blessed. Anyway, so it brought me to something. So later on, after all of that happened, I had a moment, not like crying or whatever. It was like, dang, like I felt so bad. I was like, I want to be able to do something for the kids. Now, technically, we should, as people, do stuff all year round. I'm not saying I buy something for somebody all year round, but show your appreciation. It could be like a gesture or something small, you know, remembering something that somebody told you or whatever. It's like the little rewards, just to say, I appreciate you, I understand you, I love you, you're doing amazing, or whatever. So I need to explain something. So the other day, I was sitting outside. I had a moment. As I tell y'all, I can hear yay or whatnot. Sometimes I can hear, sometimes I can't. It depends on if I chime in. But I was having a conversation with him or whatnot. No, he wasn't here. Did we talk in this reality world? No, none of that. Our time will come our time. It is what it is. But spiritually, we had a conversation. And the question came up of, so you're telling me we need more than just love in this world, basically to survive. I was like, dang, that's a deep question. Even for me, I had to think about it. And he was like, so you tell me we need more than love to survive in the world? And I was like, you know what? We do. We do. We do. We live in the spiritual. We live in reality. Just to let y'all know, I don't know if my phone going to hold up the whole time for this video. So if not, I will do a 2-part. See, there you go. My notification just popped up. Oh, just know it. So if it does click off, I will upload this part and then delete it and then come back to the next part.